What is the deal, YouTube? What is the deal, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So earlier, I posted a video at work that Ryan Tannehill, quarterback of the Miami Dolphins, had went down to an injury. Actually, I want to watch that video real quick. We'll watch that together, and then we'll where is it? Where is it? Uh, all right, so we'll watch that video of Ryan Tannehill going down, and then we'll talk about this article. Let's watch that video real quick. Hold on. All right, so that was the what we just got finished watching was just a little bit of the actual video of Ryan Tannehill going down. I want to watch that one more time, um, and I guess we'll pause it right at the point where it actually happens. Right there is where it looks like he pulls up, and then he goes to the ground immediately. All right. So after that situation happened, and I'm just gonna go through all of the developments. After that situation happened with Ryan Tannehill, um, of course, every single fan who's a Dolphin fan, we all freaked the hell out. We freaked out. We took the social media to our and a lot of I saw a lot of people like downing and dissing individuals who were freaked out about the situation, about a quarterback for a playoff team going down. Like people was like, you like I saw people like talking like crap, like, yo, do you not understand that this was a playoff team that we were talking about? We are a playoff team right now, and there's a lot going into this season. No fan should want to take a step backwards, which is the reason why, if you guys like, I was fucking like going after people that were saying that we should find weapons that work and then let them go somewhere. Like that didn't make any fucking sense to me. People were saying, yeah, let's build a connection with these weapons that we have. Let's build a connection with guys that we have, and then let's let them go to other teams and then start all back over again. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? Did you not see the nosedive that our offense took the last time? But anyway, let's go back over to that article that was posted like 30 minutes ago. Um, Ryan Tannehill's knee injury reportedly may require season-ending surgery. This is according to a couple different sources. One of them being Adam Schefter. And normally, if Adam Schefter reports something, he is one of the most credible fucking reporters I've ever seen. I do not know many things that Adam Schefter has reported that I can go back and prove that are factually wrong. And you know me. If you know me and somebody's bullshit, I will call them out. Like, I will call fucking Pro Football Focus out all day long because they be saying their shit is always wrong. But Adam Schefter, when he reports some shit, is normally right. Anyway, Miami Dolphins quarterback Ryan Tannehill may need season-ending surgery after suffering a left knee injury during practice Thursday. ESPN's Adam Schefter and Jeff Darlington reported. The Sun Sentinel's Omar Kelly reported earlier in the day an MRI on the knee showed no structural damage, but that the Dolphins had yet to determine how long Tannehill could potentially be out of action. According to Schefter and Darlington, Tannehill and the team will receive second and third opinions on his injured knee before making a decision about his status for the 2017 season. A sprained left ACL and MCL ended Tannehill's 2016 campaign after 13 games. A source told Schefter and Darlington the re-injured left knee was a ticking time bomb that was going to go off at any time, since Tannehill didn't undergo surgery to fully address the injury. Sorry. So a part of this is due to the fact um, that Tannehill opted to not have the surgery. So he might have set himself back. Now, I don't know what the timetable would have been if he would have got that surgery, let's say after week 13 and not dragging this thing on. He went ahead, took the surgery when it was necessary. And then would he have been ready for this season? We do not know, and we won't know now, since he's taken this route. Um, Even if the Dolphins are content to stick with more at their starter, rolling with Brad Daugherty and David Fales as the two backups will be less than ideal for a team angling to get back to the postseason, and that's an issue. Now, a lot of folks have chimed in on names. There's been a lot of people throwing the name of Jay Cutler out there. Um, Me personally, I say I would love to see us go with the player that is going to give us the best opportunity at winning. And if that's Jay Cutler, then take Jay Cutler. I personally think he's a turnover machine. But if that's Jay Cutler and you think Jay Cutler gives us the best opportunity to win and go deep in the playoffs, then take Jay Cutler. If it's Colin Kaepernick, if you think if Gase and this organization thinks that it's Colin Kaepernick that are going to give us the best opportunity to go out there and compete and possibly take this team to the next level as far as playoffs, then take Kaepernick. Now, Kaepernick does give you some elements of the game that would build on what Ryan Tannehill gave you, especially with his athleticism and ability to move the pocket and improv. Now, a couple people that I've spoken to, people that like, if you, I need you guys to understand something. I could go back and forth with you guys, right? But you will never ever in life see me sit around and go back and forth with a dummy. If I'm chit chatting with somebody and talking football with somebody, I honestly, I might give you the hardest fucking time in the world. But if I waste my time to talk to you, I actually think you know a little bit. I actually think you know some of what you're talking about. Now, I might not always agree with what you're saying. There might be some things that I disagree with you about. But I will not waste my time talking to a dummy. So there has been a few people that made valid points. Made points like, hey, Jay Cutler knows this system. He knows this system. It wouldn't take him long to learn this system. I mean, he wouldn't have to learn this system, whereas Colin Kaepernick would have to come in and learn this system in 4 weeks to be ready for the play, to be ready to play week 1. Valid point. I just feel like once he does learn this playbook, that Kaepernick would have, I don't know. You know what? I was gonna say he would have a higher ceiling than he would. He would have a higher ceiling than Jay Cutler. If you look at the formula that we have right now for the Miami Dolphins, you sit back and you look at the formula that we have right now, it reminds you of what the 49ers had. Think about this shit. Think about what we have right now. Put them side by side. Jay Ajayi, Frank Gore. Anquan Bolden, Jarvis Landry. Now, of course, he would have a little bit more with Parker and Stills out there. But you put those weapons side by side, they start looking a little familiar. Julius Thomas, Vernon Davis. You see where I'm going with this? Now, we don't have as good a defense, but we're getting there. See what I mean? Oh, man. But this is like, this is the thing that I really hate about the offseason, man. I really hate about the offseason. I hate about the playoffs. I mean, not the playoffs. I hate about the preseason. I hate about training camp. It's just losing folks, man. Losing people to injuries. I mean, that poor freaking San Diego Charger team has been, I mean, they were coming out of that freaking draft feeling like they have made some strides, and then boom. Forrest Lamb ends up going down. Their first round pick ended up going down. It's just heartbreaking. And not only did we possibly lose our quarterback, but our starting guard as well, Larson, is possibly going to be lost. And that's another reason why I feel like Kaepernick will be a better fit, because our offensive line is probably going to be so-so. And the ability to move the pocket with a quarter with some athleticism would be better. We're not making the playoffs without Ryan. I don't know. I don't know. You have to look at it like this. If we can run the football if you look at the start of last season, we came into the start of last season at 1-4. Right? Came into the start of last season at 1-4. And then the running game took off. Right? The running game took off. It gave us balance. We went in there. We won a game that nobody thought we could win against the Steelers, because shit, we barely beat the Browns. You know? So you go out there and you beat the Steelers with this running game, and then Jay Ajayi just continues to snap. And we get back into it. And then teams start stacking the box, giving us one-on-ones with those dangerous receivers out there. So I don't, anything is possible. You know? Anything is possible. So yeah. Those are the reports that are coming out right now. Somebody tweeted something. Adam Beasley tweeted something very, very freaking interesting. I want you guys to take a look at this. Look at this crap. Tannehill would account for 1/8 of the Dolphins' salary cap, despite not taking a snap in 21 months. Big decisions coming from Miami. If indeed he's out for the year, it's hard to see how the Dolphins bring back Tannehill on his existing. Oh man. So that's what his cap number would look like. And he wow, it's crazy. So not taking a snap in 21 months, and he would account for $20 million of the cap. That's per Adam Beasley. That's not per me. That's per Adam Beasley. That's crazy. It's going to be interesting, man. We have a lot of this team has a lot of interesting decisions to make. Damn. Yo, that draft for quarterbacks looks terrible right now. It looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. It looked so promising in the beginning. Go back and look at that draft for quarterbacks now. Jesus Christ. It's a terrible draft. If this is indeed true, and Ryan Tannehill is out for the entire season, and Andrew Luck is gonna, man, and what is RG3 is gonna be on his third team? He can't. Yo, that draft looks awful right now. It looks absolutely awful. All of them. Oh, wow, it's crazy. Oh boy. Let me check some more of these comments, and then I'm about to jump off of here. The U is back though. I heard a rumor of them trying to get Cutler out of retirement. Yes, there was a rumor that Jay Cutler could possibly um, put his um, going into the booth. He would delay. He would reported to delay his broadcasting career if Dolphins offered a spot. That was per Bleacher Report. That report came out like 4 hours ago. That Jay Cutler would no, he would delay going into the broadcast booth to come into Miami and get to work with Adam Gase, which I don't know what the stats look like when he was in Chicago, but I know he does know the system. My problem with that situation is that next year we have a very challenging and difficult schedule. Our schedule is a fucking murderer's row. We can't afford. We cannot afford to turn the football over. We can't. And he's gonna have, like, if he came here, he's got a big strong arm, but he just takes too many. He takes too many silly risks with the football. He does. He's. Let's go back and let's look at Jay Cutler's stats real quick. Uh, or am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Huh? All right, so these are Jay Cutler stats, right? And I don't remember what year Gase had him. So I probably want to compare his years with Gase, but I don't remember what years he played with Gase. Last year he played only in 5 games, right? So he played in 5 games here, 15, 15, 11, 10. He's not exactly your healthiest quarterback either. I don't know what the situation was in Chicago last year, but I'm gonna think that it was an injury issue. I don't think you sit a guy down that was making that much money. And Jordan Howard had a pretty decent season last year. So he threw 4 touchdowns and 5 picks last year. 2015 would have been a great year if he would have been a youngster. Like if he would have been like a second, third year guy, 21 and 11 is not bad. 28 and 18 is a little high. 19 and 12 is exactly what Ryan Tannehill did last year. 19 and 14, that's terrible. 13 and 7 is bad as well. It was a bad touchdown interception ratio. He only played in 10 games. 16 and 9 again is terrible. 26 and 4. Wait, whoa, I'm looking at the wrong shit. 26 and 27. That's absolutely terrible. 23 and 16, terrible. Actually, he did 19 and 14 here. That's bad. 19 and 12 is, it's all right. It's right on the cusp. 25 and 18 is bad. 20 and 4. You see what I mean? His touchdown to interception ratio is terrible in most of his seasons. It's terrible. And this guy's had some decent weapons. I mean, he's had Brandon Marshall, Arshawn Jeffrey. He's had some damn good weapons. At one point, he had the running back, I forget his name, that ended up going to the Jets. He's had some good weapons, but he's never really had that. He's never really had that great season. 27 and 26. I would say his best season is a 28 and 21 and 11. That's probably his best season. That's the best season that Jay Cutler's had. All the rest of the seasons, he's been a turnover machine. 26, 27, and 26. And if we do, listen, there's going to be some games that I don't care who we have on the field. There's going to be some dogfights next year, I feel. Falcons, Patriots, Raiders, Ravens, Panthers. We can't afford to turn the ball over next year. We just can't. It's just not going to be possible. Now, there was someone who's mentioned to me earlier the fact that Colin Kaepernick had a couple fumbles last year, right? He had like 9 fumbles. The man had nobody. He really had nobody. If you look at that roster was trash. It was trash. Now let's look at Colin Kaepernick's stats. It's only fair that we look at both quarterback stats. All right, so these are Kaepernick stats right here. Okay. Last year he did 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. That's good. The year before that, he played 9 games and he had a 6 and 5. That's terrible. 19 and 10, right on the cusp. 21 and 8, good. 10 and 3, again, that's a rookie. That's his rookie season, pretty much. He only played in 3 games the previous season, so I would count that as a rookie season, both of them together. But I mean, he's not really a high turnover guy. Now he's gonna put the ball on the ground. See, that's where his issues are. Wait a minute, he only had 2 fumbles last year. Somebody told me he had 9. He had 4 the previous year, but he only lost 1. See, he lost 2 fumbles last year, 1 the previous year, 2 2014, 1 2013, and 2 in 2012, for a total of 8 in his career. Jay Cutler, well, let's see. Kaepernick had 8 over a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So over a 6-year span, Kaepernick had 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has more. He has more fumbles. He's fumbled more. Well, no, he only lost 7, whereas Kaepernick lost 8. Oh yeah, okay. See, he's lost 7 over his entire. Okay, all right. Never mind. Yeah, so he lost 7 his entire career, whereas Kaepernick has lost 8 in only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's lost 8 in like 6 years. So yeah, he fumbles more. He puts the ball on the ground more. But still, you know, he's only on schedule to do that, what, twice a year, if that. an average of like twice a year. Whereas you have a quarterback that's turning the ball over 26 times in a season. Not good. We cannot do that in this upcoming season. I don't give a shit who the quarterback is. Now, the other option is Matt Moore. Matt Moore came in last year and he provided us with some solid numbers. How would he be going through a full preseason as the starting quarterback and getting all the reps? You know? So, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Matt Moore as the starting quarterback. The only problem with that is what we saw in the playoffs last year. Matt Moore does not have the mobility to move that pocket like we're gonna need it. Like when he felt James Harrison coming around that corner, he knew where he was. He sensed him, but he didn't have the speed to get away from him. That's the one thing that Kaepernick would give us. Because our line, I mean, our line went up a little bit last year, but it's still not where it needs to be at. We're gonna need a quarterback that can improvise on some of those plays. But we'll see. Trade for Drew Stanton. I think kind of could be the answer and possibly be better than Tannehill. Possibly. It's definitely a possibility. In a perfect world, though, let me make this perfectly clear. In a perfect world, we continue with what we had last year with Colin Kaepernick, with Ryan Tannehill quarterback in our team. If you saw my predictions, I had him predicted for a 35 and 13-14 season. I had him having a breakout season because I thought Devontae Parker was going to help him break out, along with Thomas and Kenny Stills and Jarvis Landry continuing to do what he does. So I thought Tannehill was headed for a breakout season, and I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be completely disappointed. Oh man. Anyway, folks, this has been a long video, long-winded. My wife is aggravated, talking crap. That's what little people do. Shut up, before you get Anyway, man, I will talk to you guys next time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. First preseason game, I'm going to be breaking down that game in a few days, and we will talk about it. I will talk to you guys next time. I'm out of here. Hard-hitting sports in your face, cooler than the other side of the pillow. All right, Miami. Peace.